What's up, everybody? Welcome back to MattFocused. We're back in Forza Horizon 6, and I'm giving you guys kind of a first look at the new car, the 1993 Porsche 911 Turbo S Leichtbau. I'm probably saying that totally wrong. I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comments, but I wanted to give you guys a first look since this is a new car, and we got pretty much most of the seasonal challenges done for this week. They just came out this morning. So we got this car in the garage now. Wanted to give you guys a first look at some of the upgrades and customization, as well as a drive. So jumping into this, coming into the Forza Vista with this car, we can go ahead and explode it, frunk, all of this stuff. Pretty nicely detailed in there. Inside, we got some pretty basic looking seats, but the color is paint matched to the outside. Dash, all that stuff looking really good in there. Come on over to the engine bay. You got the Turbo S engine bay. Very detailed, very nice looking. You can even see like the detail in the metal there. Very cool. Very cool. Passenger side. So let's go on over and close it up, get into some upgrades and customization. Coming over to the body kits and conversions, there's no body kit available for the car. There is several engine swaps, so i4, V8, flat 6 twin turbo, which I'm not too sure what this engine is from. Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking. It's from the 2018 911 GT2 RS. I was kind of thinking that was the GT2 RS motor. That's what I know that engine to be. So that would actually be insane in this car. And then there's another 3.8 flat 6 twin turbo. Frankly, I'm not 100% sure what the difference in these two motors is, but let's go ahead and put it in there. We're going to leave it rear-wheel drive. It's probably going to be insane to drive with that much power in rear-wheel drive, but we're going to do it anyway, because why not? Go big or go home, right? Coming into the air and appearance, we have Porsche front end, Forza front end, or a combination of both. I like that they did this in Forza Horizon 6. It's not like one or the other. You can actually combine them. However, I do tend to lean towards this style front end. I like the bug eye headlights. That's classic Porsche. You got to leave those on there. Coming over to the rear end, we have the Forza wing, which is this little just this little spoiler on top of the factory wing there. Coming into tires and rims, we are definitely going to need slicks on this. Going to need them as wide as possible too. 335s in the front, 355s in the rear. Just throw some nice three-piece wheels on here. I think I'm going to go with this really nice looking ADV ones. Carbon barrel. Very nice. Let's upgrade the track width just a little bit to get that flush fitment and make the stance a little bit wider on this. Coming over into the drivetrain, we're going to upgrade all of this stuff. We're going to put let's put a 7-speed race transmission in here. Over on into the handling and platform, let's do race brakes because we're going to need it with all that power. We're going to do race springs, upgrade all the anti-roll bars, and then do like maximum weight reduction. Probably going to put a cage in this as well. Tends to stiffen up the chassis a bit in Forza Horizon 6, add a little bit of traction, and help the acceleration and handling some. Now for power, we're just going to go all out right now, build everything all the way up. Alright, so the maximum amount of power that the 1993 911 Turbo S can have is 1,110 horsepower, 845 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs just over 2,400 pounds. Now, if you didn't want to put that cage in there, you'd take about 80 or so pounds off of that, so it'd be just over 2,300 pounds, which is insane for that much power. Now, I'm going to leave mine with this classic yellow color. However, I wanted to take a second to go into the liveries and just check out some of the designs that are out for it, some of the popular ones. Let's find new designs and take a look at some of this stuff. So a bunch of race designs here, some anime designs. Being that we're in Japan, it's kind of a given. Looks like we have an RWB design there, although it's a little bit disappointing that we can't actually put like a wide body RWB kit on this. That would be really awesome if you could. So yeah, just several various race designs. Let's search and there's a Cheetos one. That's kind of funny. Let's check out some of the funny ones just because I always like looking through that stuff. So not too many out right now. We have the Reku delivery design and a Pringles design. Those are both hilarious. But like I said, I'm going to leave mine the classic yellow. Now coming out of the garage, let's test out this absolutely absurd build. Max effort build. so uncontrollable. It spins like crazy. I'm in 4th gear at 100 miles an hour, just blowing the tires off. Yeah, it's pretty fast, all right. It's, oh my God, it picked up the front end. This thing has a lot of power, and of course all the weight is in the rear end. That's funny. Oh yeah, it flies, but it handles very, very well. Oh no, traffic car. 2 wheels. So almost at our top speed there. If we got on the highway, we would definitely hit 250 in this thing. All right, I fast traveled on over to the highway. We're gonna see how fast we can get this thing, and then let's go do a different style build once we hit this. So weaving through these cars, we're getting up to 230, hitting a curve in the road, hitting a straightaway now, little bit of a downhill grade. Should help us out just a little bit. So we're hitting 245. Doesn't look like it's gonna get too much faster than 245. Alright, before I call it, I'm going to try this northern part of the highway up here. There's another very straight stretch coming up. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, so pretty good straightaway here, and it's kind of struggling to get up into the upper 240s. I think that 250 is going to be about all, or that 245 I should say, is going to be about all we can get out of it here. If I had a little straighter stretch, I might be able to push it a little bit further, but with the given roads that we have, 245 is about the top. So I did share this tuning setup. If you happen to want to download the max effort top speed tuning setup, hits about 245 miles an hour. Share code is right here, 111-949-722. I also did take a second to look up a couple actual facts about the 911 Turbo S Leichtbau. That word means lightweight in German. It's based on a 964 Porsche, of course. It is one of the rarest, most extreme air-cooled 911s ever made. So they built this from 92 to 93, and only about 86 were produced by Porsche exclusive. It's about 400 pounds lighter than the standard version and has about 380 horsepower, which for 1993, that's insane. So what I want to do now is go back into the upgrades and tuning, put the stock motor back in, make a drift build out of it. So we're going to go stock engine. I think I'm going to take the Forza Aero off, leave it back to stock. Tires, of course, we're going to do drift. We're going to do drift everything. So drift tires, I am probably going to narrow them down just a little bit. I don't want them too wide because I don't want like too much grip. Let's go into the suspension, do drift suspension, and then drift diff. And I'm going to go from a 7-speed to, I'm going to try the regular 6-speed race transmission. I don't think the drift transmission would be too beneficial, and then let's upgrade the power so we have the power to keep the tires burning. So without going into S2 class, this is like the top of S1. We have 613 horsepower, 502 foot-pounds of torque, and we weigh about 2,350 pounds. Let's head on out and see how she does. So I adjusted the tune, I stiffened up the suspension just a little bit. I'm going to hit this Bondi Azuma drift zone, just see what kind of score we can get. Alright, and we're in it. And we overshot that really bad. Alright, we're hitting some drifts in it now. It's a little bit tricky to figure out what gear to be in. I think that drift transmission would really help it out greatly. I'm like between 3rd and 4th with it. And then because it does have all the weight in the rear, it kind of makes it even more tricky. Alright, so I did end up going back to the garage and putting the drift transmission in it. It was just getting tricky to figure out which gear to be in with the 6-speed. We're back in a drift transmission now. And all that weight in the rear is just not doing it too well. It's going to be a little bit tricky to control, so I'm going to have to find my groove a little bit here. Drifting is also a bit different on PC. The controls, for whatever reason, they feel kind of different versus like the Xbox console, because I can drift on my Xbox console no problem, but in here, I don't know, the physics are definitely a little bit different. It wants to straighten out a lot more on the PC version. Ooh, kind of got a little bit too slow there. Little off-road. Yeah, not the greatest run ever, but we still knocked off 187,000 drift points. My top is 198. I forget which car I used for that. So I used I think this was a Formula Drift number 13 Ford Mustang that I used for that high score, but getting pretty close in this car, and it's definitely a little bit more difficult to control. Just the physics of the car, as well as me being on PC and just not used to playing all the time on PC. But there you go, there you have it. The brand new 911 Turbo S lightweight, the Leichtbau. Very cool car, very good addition to Forza, I think. Let me know what you guys think and what kind of build you're doing with yours in the comment section down below. Hit subscribe for some more Forza Horizon 6 action coming up soon.